Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I was kind of thinking, what am I going to talk about today? Yarn, of course, but wasn't really sure. And then I remembered, oh, it's Thursday. And I have been doing the To the Toes series, which is my attempt at actually getting some socks done before the end of the year. And I jam everything all up into like October, November, December with everything else that's going on and stress myself out. So I've actually started working on socks. I know it's crazy. And this is going to be a twofer. It's going to be a blend. And by that, I mean, I get to do the Tackle It Tuesday. That's where I find some really, really old whips and decide to work on it. And this whip is 19 years old. Yes, it is. It's 19 years old. And it's a pair of socks. So evidently, I've been making socks for a while. I knew I'd been making socks for a while, but this is like concrete proof. This is a free pattern on Knitty.com. The name of the sock pattern is Pomontimus. I don't think that's how you say it. It's designed by Cookie A. Let's see if we can get that thing to focus in. No, we can't. No, we can't. Come on, focus. I don't know. Little ring light doesn't want to play. But the reason I say I know I started this in, 2006, this was printed February the 16th, 2006. There is my date stamp right there, right? That's when I printed off the pattern because I was making the socks. So I found this in one of my bags that I have, in the last 19 years, we've actually moved a couple times too. So I've just been carrying this around with me. And look, there's one sock. There is one sock done. Look at that. That is all twisted ribs. That is just amazing. And I love that shell feel and look to that. I think this is Lorna's Laces yarn. I don't remember. Doesn't have the ball band anymore. And it's been pushing 2 decades. Literally. Literally. So I have this sock and it is so soft and squishy. It is amazing. And I was looking at it and I'm like, okay. And a couple days ago, I showed putting the second sock on the needles because it wasn't on the needles any longer. The needles were just pulled out of it. It wasn't, I didn't get down to the cuff yet, or the heel. Having problems with words today. It's okay. You should have heard me trying to tell my husband where to go on directions for something. All ate up like a football bat, man. I just, wow. So here's the second sock. And the marker is where it had been sitting for darn near 19 years. Probably more like 18-ish, right? I don't know. I don't know how long it took me to do the first sock. So I got it. And you'll notice, people who paid attention and everything to my last video with this, I put it on red needles that were size 0s. And I started knitting and I got, about that much. I'm like, those aren't right. Because I didn't know what needles I used. So I put 1s on it. I'm knitting with the 1s. I'm just going to go with it with that. I tried the 0s, but that nice fan pattern, it looked a lot, that's this thing. It looked a lot tighter with those 0s. So I changed it because I have that power. I don't like how my yarn overs are looking on this, but that's just me criticizing myself. I mean, this has been sitting here for a lot of years. I'm going to finish it. It doesn't matter. And then I'm working on it. And I got discouraged. Not going to lie. So I figured out where I was. I unknit a couple rows, figuring out where I was in the pattern. All right, that's fine. Then I knit, like 12 rows, like half of a pattern repeat. I got 12 rows, and going, no, that's too tight on the size 0s. It does make a visual difference. So I ripped all that out and had to put my sock back on needles, and I put it on the 1s. Got it. And as I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, this is so, let me get that out of we don't need the thread in there. This is so sharp. Look at those stitches. They are so sharp. And then I was looking at this and I even, and I can feel it. I know you can't feel it through the screen, but see how sharp and crisp those look? And I'm looking at this and they're not as sharp. Let's change sides. There we go. Can you see that? It's like a little fuzzy. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see it on the screen now. Can you see how this one is not as sharp. It's squishier. This is crisper. This is squishier. Want to know why? This got washed. This has been washed. Not recently. This got thrown in the washing machine, probably the dryer. I don't know, but this is definitely washed. This is not. And that kind of made me, I'm like, well, I ruined it. I'm not going to make the second sock. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Because when people get a pair of socks, over time, they generally wash them. At least once or twice. I'm just going to throw that out there. No judgment, but your socks should get washed occasionally, right? So, Forge On, I'm like, that was silly. Thankfully, I didn't have that thought for very long. I had contemplated ripping it out and starting again because, these were just not the same gauge and texture. Yeah, because this was washed. You can even see the color difference. Look at that. You can see the color difference. That when it got washed, it bled some color. It had to have. I mean, this is crisper. It's the same. It came out of this. It's the same thing. That's okay. So what I think I'm going to do when I get it done, I can make all sorts of plans until then, right? I can plan it. Doesn't mean it'll happen, but I can plan it. Is once I get this done, this will go through the washing machine and maybe the dryer. I don't think I'll push the dryer. I don't know. And then they'll be alike, right? Then they'll have the same amount of washes. Because the last thing we want is for this one to go through 10 times and this not at all. Because, then they're going to wear uneven. But yeah, this feels like it's been squishy and soft and comfortable. And it's just plumped up. And it's made the lace in between the holes and everything, a little bit smaller than what I'm getting over here. I'm like, oh, that's why. And you can see some definite ridges and stuff. And even in the older stuff here, we can see where my marker is. Even in the older stuff that I had made, right? You can see those yarn overs a little bit more than you can over here. Because this is slightly felted. That's why it's so soft and squishy. It is amazing. So this works out. Because, I was looking at it and I was wondering, what size did I make? I think this will fit my daughter-in-law quite nicely. Do I have this little guy over here? I don't know. I think it'll fit her. She's got the smallest adult feet in the family. And I was probably making my size and it shrunk. I'm guessing. 20 years, who knows? Yeah, these were going to be for me. I mean, this color and everything, these were definitely for me. But, maybe I stopped working on it when the one got thrown in the wash machine. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I did. You want to see what it looks like on the sock blocker all spread out? Oh, look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. Oh my gosh. That is perfection. That is amazing. It needs its mate. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. Yeah, it needs the, and as I was working on this, it took me a little bit to figure out where I was. The pattern's not really, okay, it's not super hard. It's kind of predictive, but I still got off, right? Because, I wasn't really staring at as much as I should. But once I get in that rhythm, I mean, look at that. See, I got some. And what it is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. See this little wedge thing right here? That one? As soon as it gets to be a whole fan like that, then I'm going to start the heel flap. That's where I'm going to be. I think that's it. I think so. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. So look, see, I'm close. I am close to the heel flap. Look at that. Yeah. I'll count it and make sure. Am I there already? Did I go too far or not far enough? Nope. I have a few more rounds. Few more rows. Let me count. So 1, 2, and a partial. Yeah. So I'm about right there. 1, 2, and yep. So that is exciting. That is super exciting. Close to the heel flap. And I'll read the instructions and everything on that. Obviously at that time I wasn't necessarily doing just the simple vanilla pattern. And the heel might be what I normally, well, no, it's twisted rib too. But I'm going to follow everything that it says so that they can match as closely as possible. I'll count the rows. Actually, I don't even have to count the rows. I just have to count the repeats from here to here to make sure that both of them after the second one is washed are the same size. Yeah, that'll work. And finish off that toe. Oh, it's so cool. How'd I do in that Kitchener? Oh, yeah. I was not good at Kitchener. I can do Kitchener now. I closed it. And that is what counts. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see. Can you see that ridge? Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. I'm not pulling it out. I'm not going to fix it, mind you. But that is like a pearl bump ridge, you know? So yeah, that's 19 years ago. I mean, hey, I got it closed. I did good. Short of staples and tape and glue gun. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that I see that. I mean, I can feel this on the outside. So I can get that. I can feel that little bump right there, kind of a knot. You can feel that little bit of a ridge right here. You can kind of see that. Yeah, I've gotten better. I've improved. That's cool. I kind of like that. That's nifty. So that's the fun part about going through some of these older projects. Like I said, this is a twofer. Got to go through a really, really old bin of projects, you know, 19 years old, and that's not even a joke. And working on it, I got it back on the needles. It's growing. It's going to get finished. And it's not going to take another 20 years to do so. You know, it will get finished. And these are amazing. This is really cool. And they'll go to whoever they fit. That's a good way to put it, you know? If they fit me, but I don't think they will. They might. I don't know. Sock stretch. It'd be fine. You know, this one's already been washed, so there we go. But that is just the coolest thing ever. I have improved. And this was really a big step for that pattern. I mean, look at that. That is a wow pattern. That is a wow pattern. It's free, by the way. If I didn't mention that, it is a free pattern. So you can go ahead and attempt it too. It's, come on, it's knits and purls and yarn overs, right? Okay, so it's knit through the back loop, but you get the picture. So it's a wow factor. If you have a special skein of yarn that you really love and you've been wanting to do some fancy socks, maybe you're a little tired of doing just the plain vanilla. Nothing wrong with vanilla socks, by the way. That's my favorite. But if you're tired of that, grab something else. Whether it's texture, I'm wanting to do texture this year. Yay. Color work, like my sweater, right? Or cables, lace, it doesn't matter. You can do the plain stockinette or add whatever stitches that you want to. And there are also crochet patterns out there if you're interested in doing those. I've not had a lot of success with my crocheted socks, but I've tried it. Yeah, it spurred me on to knit some, not gonna lie. It definitely did. I tried and it frustrated me to get the sock type gauge in the socks, go figure, right? And had issues getting it over my heel. But that was a me thing. I mean, it just is what it is. But there are socks, so if you're just a crocheter, ha, like that's a thing, right? We're not just anything. If you are an exquisite crafter and crochet is your medium, by golly, you can do socks too. You know, if you do, but like I do, knit and crochet, you can do however you want to. The world is your oyster. And if you just knit, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Just knit, right? You are an exquisite crafting artist. There is no just on any of that. So have fun, work on your stuff. I'm having a blast. Oh, hey, did you guys notice when you clicked the video today? Did you notice the subscribers? Go ahead, look. I passed 5,000. Oh my goodness, I did. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm excited. Yeah, I was watching that, not gonna lie. I was watching that. YouTube was doing its thing and it would go up and then I would lose like 10 subscribers and like, what happened? You know, for whatever reason, then it would come back up and then go back down. YouTube's weird. And I know it was YouTube taking subscribers away because there was another content creator who had commented on my channel, hey, I got unsubscribed from you. I watch you every day. I don't understand. And I went and I looked at her channel and I was unsubscribed to her too also. I'm like, really? Come on now. So yeah, YouTube's weird. YouTube, I think when you get close to a milestone, whether it's a known milestone or just one that made up in your head, YouTube knows, it like reads your brain waves or something. It just kind of knows and it's like, I'm gonna mess with you. So yeah, there is that. But anyway, there you go. So now I'm trying to think, Do I do a live party type thing? I mean, 5,000 is a big deal. At least it is to me. I've been sitting here talking to you guys for a while. Kind of like it. Not gonna lie, I enjoy this. But let me know. I already put a post out and everything going, hey guys, you know, live or not. And so far people are like, yes, we want something. And so that sounds like fun. Got to coordinate that. But let me know what you think of these. Are you interested in doing something like this? Is this that wow factor that will get you over the edge to try something crazy? Or is this intimidating? You know, darn near 20 years ago, I thought I could do that. There you go. It's taken, you know, close to 20 years and I'm going to finish it. I can do that too. That's all there is to it. I can do that too. I just find it amazing and incredible that I had this in a Ziploc bag with the pattern folded up like this for so long without the needles. I obviously needed the needles for something else and I just pulled them out unceremoniously and I kept it for move after move. I packed it with me. What was I thinking? I don't know. Did I really think I was going to go back to it someday? I don't know. 19 years later, here I am. 19 years later. That is crazy. Anyway, I'm just going to be in awe with that for the rest of the evening because that's just looking at the date and we're like 19 pretty much exact. You know, I printed that February 16th. We are 19. That's solid. All right. That's crazy. Wow. I think that's my oldest whip. I think that'll be the oldest thing that we find. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. Don't know for a fact at all. But we're going to keep digging through some of the bins and we're going to see what else we can find and pull some things out if that's what needs to be done. Finish some stuff. I mean, it's already vintage. You know, I joke about vintage whips, but hello, 19 years, that's pretty vintage. And there, with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. I know I've been doing longer videos because I just, you know, enjoy talking. But I'm going to cut this one short and go ahead and work on this sock while I've kind of got that urge to get that to the heel at least. I can get the heel tonight, can't I? I can do that. It's like that much. It's like 12 rounds. I can get to the heel tonight. That's my pep talk to me. Yeah. What I haven't done is anything for this. I did the pep talk, but I haven't done anything yet. I have to do it, right? Because I said I was going to do it. It's okay. If you know, you know. All right. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.